Welcome to Bill Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this. T-minus 3, 2, 1, blast off.
Oh, you got him. Nice. Good work.
Hello again, everybody. This week, we're Spacecoast Snookin, close to the world-famous launch complex near the Kennedy Space Center along Florida's Space Coast. The snook that swim here near Cape Canaveral, well, they're like trying to stop a rocket taking off from Launch Pad 39A. Today, we're joined in the boat with Captain Peter Deeks. Peter, who lives just a couple long casts away from the Cape Canaveral area, has fished these waters for most of his life. Not only can Peter put you on the Snook, but this area is also home to huge redfish just off the Atlantic Ocean coastline.
There he is. He is a red machine. Whew, look at the size of that dirty dog. Rat hog. That is a buster.
That is a buster.
Redfish.
That is a buster.
And giant tarpon that frequent the area can fly out of the water like a rocket ship headed to the moon.
Ooh. Come on with it. Oh, good. Good fish. Peter, keep on. Oh, great jump.
Now, while the Space Coast of Florida is loaded with great fishing, bring the rest of your family along as well, because there's plenty of things to do besides wetting a line. Like an alligator sightseeing trip on an airboat. There's a world-class zoo, eco tours for the family in the Indian River Lagoon, where it's not uncommon to see dolphins and manatee. Or, if you want a little more quieter relaxation time, there's 72 miles of family-friendly paradise with endless sunshine just waiting for you to dip your toes in the waves. And in the background, there's always a countdown to your next adventure. It's right here on the Space Coast of Florida. But today, we're going fishing. After all, we've got Snook lurking around the 83-degree saltwater just waiting for us to cast a line.
Perfect. I see a lot of ocean liners down through there. This is a big port right here at Canaveral, isn't it?
It really is.
For cruise liners.
A lot of cruise ships come through here. Decent amount of freight.
I've done several good shows here. You know, we have. But let me ask you, I noticed that you catch a lot of 26, 36-inch snook here.
Mm-hmm.
You go further south, you'll catch a lot of 40 to 44, 46, even up to 48-inch
Right.
snook there.
Yeah.
You do catch some bigger snook here, but you don't catch as many consistently as you do, let's say, from Stewart down to Juniper.
Right.
Is there a reason for that?
You know, snook are a tropical fish. They need warm water to survive. So the farther north you go, the less snook you're going to find and the smaller snook. We get cold winters about every 8 to 10 years, and those winters will kill a lot of the fish. So you're rarely going to find a fish that's older than about 8 years, let's say north of Melbourne. They're going to be smaller fish. We have lots of numbers. We catch lots of fish. They're just a little bit smaller because they kind of start over every so often. But the further south you go, the bigger you're going to find the fish. He's on, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I'm on.
The kid is back. Get him out of those rocks.
Light tackle snooking. Pull, bust a pull.
Bill Dance Saltwater is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels. Quantum, performance tuned. And by Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by Bill Dance Digital. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube for great information that can improve your fishing.
He's on, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I'm on.
The kid is back.
Light tackle snooking. I'll tell you what, they move out like a late freight.
How's he
Strip back.
feeling for you, old pal?
I'll tell you what, he feels great. You know, matching the tackle to the size of the fish is what it's all about.
He's kicking your pity right now.
Look at him. Oh, look at that pretty thing.
Come here, you old Snook. Ooh, I tried to shake him off. Did you see that?
That handle extends way out there.
It's so long.
He doesn't like that
I
net.
know. Lift his head up here and I'll get him. Woohoo!
Let me step back.
That's a beautiful fish. Ooh, nice one, man. Probably 36 inches. Light tackle.
Woo! Get this out of your way. Boy, look at that. Look at that silver. It looks just like metal. You pretty thing, you. Yeah. They are so special. They are really special. I love to catch those things. I really do. You know, we've caught them on the beaches, out in the flats. We've
Right.
caught them so in the jetties, in the inlets. We've caught them so many
Everywhere they
different ways.
live, you've
Yeah.
caught them. Set her back.
Yeah, throw him back.
Oof.
Yeah, I was telling you about this net.
Yeah.
You can see how you can extend it. Look.
Pretty handy.
Oh, it's a great net.
Nice.
They do a good job on those nets. Boom. That was fun.
One down.
Yes, sir.
You got one, Bill?
Yeah. Right here.
Oh, yeah, man. Nice one. Yeah. Nice. Lighten up on the drag just a little bit. We got it tight to that hook set.
I tell you what I like about them is that burst of speed they have. You know, you got that big wide tail,
Right.
and they just fan it and they shoot and go with it. That's where a drag system really pays off.
So important. It's a fast fish.
Huh?
It's a fast fish.
Yeah, and then you get them up top and they just shoom at the hard surge.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes all the difference.
What do they call a fish that sits stationary like that and then they have these incredible bursts of speed? There's
Yeah.
like northern pike and other fish where they look lazy, but when they want to go, they go.
Well, you know, a largemouth bass has burst speeds of, say, 12 to 14 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so from just a stationary move, you know, and you've got him like that, and all of a sudden you go, shoom!
Yeah.
And that's what these fish do. You know, there was a couple of times I just had him and it just kind of stopped, and all of a sudden he went, shoom! And it took off like that.
Yeah, you need a good drag for that.
Yeah. Man, I love to catch him, especially on light tackle.
There we go.
He got him.
About time. Yeah, that one looks. You guys ready for
That
this?
little bitty reel.
That one looks pretty well full grown. Whoa. He's not that long, but he's about a foot wide. He is so wide.
Let me get the hook out of you, baby. Let her go.
Today's show is brought to you in part by Mako Boats, building legends for over 40 years. Gamakatsu, the world's finest fish hooks. And Bill Dance exclusive rods by Quantum. Today's show is brought to you in part by Pure Marine Odor Eliminator. Eliminates foul fish odors from gear, compartments, and empty live wells. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And by Monster Marine Lithium. Lighter, stronger, longer. Today's equipment log is brought to you by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime.
Come on, old son. Look at that.
Jumping out of the water, isn't it?
He's a little fella.
You need to be in a date him.
He's a little fella.
You want me to date him?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
I got it. Oh, isn't that in the
Oh,
party?
no. A shark got him.
Oh, man. Pull him up.
This is such a shame. We have such a shark problem right now.
Boy, shark did get him, didn't he? One bite.
What a shame. Man, that makes me sick.
From that right there to right there, one bite, that shark got that fish. Dead, damn it. Does that happen very often here?
You know, it doesn't, but it's been happening more and more frequently. We've got a pretty big shark problem right now. There's these dive boats that go out and they chum them up to show their divers sharks in the water, plus all the commercial fishing. It's made sharks, it makes them attracted to fishing boats. So they see a boat, they come up there thinking it's food, and then they bite or catch like that. So that poor Snook, we're gonna let him go. And you know, it's just such a shame. So hopefully it balances back out, but as of late, it's been a little bit of an issue.
So the dive boats are attracting the sharks.
Yeah, so a little further south, there's a huge issue right now with dive boats going out and chumming and attracting the sharks. And then so when the sharks hear a boat, they come to the boat, and it's just training animals, wild animals, to act unlike they normally would.
When you fish these inlets and you're looking for snook, what do you do? How do you prepare yourself? What do you do? You rely on your graph, your trolling motor, your boat positioning, your incoming tides, your outgoing tides. What do you do?
Yeah. So I like to use a really good fish finder to locate the fish. Garmin makes a great live scope that helps you see the fish in real time. When the fish are in deeper water, whether it's snook or tarpon or redfish, to see those fish, that allows you to catch those fish. So when they're in deep water, you can't see them with your eyes. They like to use a live scope. And then I like to anchor on the fish, but I don't like to use a traditional anchor. I'll use my anchor mode on my trolling motor, which will keep me in place right on top of the fish. And that way you're not spooking the fish. If you throw your anchor out, that line and the anchor and all that debris down there is going to push the fish off of where you just found them. And it allows you to make minor adjustments in and out and around. So I really depend on, being able to see the fish well, and then using the anchor mode to stay on top of the fish. And then your tides, every inlet is different, every day is different. Some better on incoming tide, some outgoing, some on slack tide. And so you just have to kind of fish pretty often to be able to know what tide they're biting best. Ooh, it's a big one.
Look at that jump.
Do you see that jump?
Yeah. I'm going to get this out of the way.
Yeah, baby.
Just stay with him.
Doggy. Here, I'll pass that rod back if you want to grab the net.
I'll get it.
Ripping line. Net's right over there.
I'll take that rod out of your way.
I'm going to put it over here, and then you grab that net if you want.
Grab it.
This is a big one, Bill.
I see him stripping line.
He's giving me a run for my money.
Take your time.
This is where it's important to have a good drag system, isn't it?
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week, brought to you by Bill Dance Exclusive Rods by Quantum. Whether you're fishing for panfish, bass, catfish, or light saltwater, we have the action for you. Available at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's.
Is it true the barracuda is the fastest fish in saltwater? Actually, no. Biologists have a difficult time measuring the top speed of fish, but some observations have been taken, and the top speeds have been estimated and checked. Barracuda at 28 miles per hour, bonita at 40, tuna at 50, and sailfish at over 60. But a swordfish was recorded at 68 miles per hour.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort, and by Explore Florida's Space Coast, Countdown to Adventure. Closed captioning provided by The Bill Dance Store. Check us out online. Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series, Chart Plotter Sonar Combos, with their advanced sonar technology, like Panoptic's Live Scope all-seeing sonar. You'll spend less time finding your fish.
Conservation is a key factor in our sport's longevity, and my good friends at Ego have the perfect accessory to keep fishing alive. It's Ego's Cryptek Conservation Tournament weigh-in bag. The bag is designed to provide a safe and friendly way for both tournament and recreational anglers to transport their fish to the weigh-ins. You can also add a separate aerator into the built-in side pocket. It's the first and last weigh-in bag you'll ever need.
Come be part of Bill Dance Digital. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us.
Now, these resident snook,
These snook here, they migrate up and down the beach, back and forth, and they just stage around the inlets and passes. Most of the inlets and passes in Florida, except for like maybe St. Augustine North, they have snook. So it's a fun way to catch them. There's a lot of bait fish. There's current. There's structure. We fished Sebastian for them, Fort Pierce, Jupiter. We fished a lot of the inlets together on the East Coast and changed
here
it up
at Cape
today.
Canaveral.
And Cape Canaveral catching some snook too. Ooh, it's a big one.
Look at that jump.
You see that jump?
Yeah. I'm going to get this one out of the way.
Yeah, baby.
Stay with him.
Doggy. Here, I'll pass that rod back if you want to grab the net.
I'll get it.
Ripping line. Net's right over there.
I take that rod out of your way.
I'm going to put it over here, and then you grab that net.
I'll grab it.
This is a big one, Bill.
I see him stripping line.
He's giving me a run for my money.
Take your time.
This is where it's important to have a good drag system, isn't it? You ready with that net?
I got it.
All right, old son.
Bring him in. Bring him
Woohoo!
forward. Got him. Let me lay him up here. Hold it just a second.
Nice.
Play up there, buddy. There he is. Big, pretty fish.
Beautiful. Want me to grab hold of him?
Yeah, grab him. There's that good hook.
Love this.
How'd
hook.
you come up with a fly hook?
I was looking for a very thin wire hook that that we could put into these strongmouth fish that would slide right in. If you want to drop that hook,
I'm gonna drop it.
go ahead. Nice. I'll grab the fish. Man, so much fun fishing with you, Bill. I look forward to this every year.
Oh, I do too. Get a big broad tail.
Not cool.
Well,
It's pretty much non-stop this morning, isn't it?
It is. Good action. It's always a pleasure fishing with you. We catch them all the time.
All righty. Set her back in.
Yeah. There you go. How long was that? 36?
Yeah, it's a good fish. Pretty fish, huh?
Bye, buddy.
Bye, fish.
Well, there you have it. Didn't I tell you earlier that the countdown to excitement starts right here on Florida's Space Coast? I don't know if there's many things as exciting as catching a hard-fighting snook, and catching them with a great friend in a great location just adds to the fun. Bill Dance absolutely loves fishing here and will never pass up a chance to visit this area. From Cape Canaveral to Palm Bay, this is absolutely a fisherman's paradise. Inshore or offshore, there's always a hot spot waiting for you to cast your line. If you have the opportunity, be sure to team up with our good friend, super guide Peter Deeks. We don't think you'll be disappointed. Thanks so much for catching us this week. And remember, this is something you can do, folks. Yes, you can do this. We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Yes, you can do this. Please join us right here next week.